Hello, hello. I believe we are live. I always have to double check with this streaming software, but I think we are connected. Happy Monday, happy 4th of July. Can't believe we are already halfway through 2022. I am going live from my front porch this morning. The beautiful view of the bay. You might hear some birds and wind chimes around. But I hope that you're having a good day so far and an enjoyable weekend. And if you're able to hop on live, I'm glad that you are here. And if you decide to tune in later after the festivities of the weekend, I hope it serves you well. So I'll give just one more moment to see if we have anyone hopping on, and then we'll get started. And wherever you are, I just invite you to take a moment to get comfortable. As always, if you're seated, rooting down through the feet, sitting evenly and firmly through the sits bones, extending tall through the spine. And if you'd like, you can close the eyes or soften your gaze. And if you choose to lie down, just coming into a space that feels level and supported, allowing yourself to come into a comfortable space. Knowing that the preparation for the practice is equally as important as the practice itself. As you get settled in, paying attention to how the body is feeling. Just see if you can become aware of the whole body. Noticing how the body is moving as you breathe, without really changing anything. Just taking a moment to observe and become aware. Notice your external surroundings by activating all of your senses without labeling or becoming too involved. Simply noticing with pure mindful awareness. And begin to observe the breath. Again, not changing anything, just noticing. Paying attention to every inhale and every exhale, and the space in between. Notice where in the body you feel the breath. Do you feel the breath deep in the belly or high in the chest? Is the breath fast or slow? Warm or cool? Does it feel smooth or rigid? Allow this breath awareness to remain an anchor for your focus, always returning to the present moment. And then focus your attention onto the belly. Just see if you can isolate the breath into the belly so that every inhale, the belly expands, and with every exhale, the belly softens and deflates. Breathing in, belly expands. Breathing out, belly softens. And for a few more rounds of breath, just focusing on deep diaphragmatic breathing. Watching the rise and fall of the abdomen. And let's see if we can expand the breath a little bit more. So on your next inhale, we'll start the same way. Breathing in, belly expands out, and see if you can allow the air to rise up just a little bit into the ribs. On the exhalation, everything softens, ribs and belly. Again, breathing in, belly first. Allow the air to rise into the ribs. Exhaling slowly and smoothly, relaxing the ribs and the belly. And continue this a few more times, seeing if you can just gently deepen and lengthen the breath, taking in a little more air. Staying mindfully connected, allowing the breath to flow smoothly and evenly. If you notice any tension or restriction, just see if you can soften the body a little bit. Maybe slow down the breath, or return to just belly breathing for now. And let's see if we can expand the breath even more. So on your next inhalation, starting the same way, belly first, allow the air to rise up into the ribs and continue into the lungs, filling the chest. Exhale in reverse, empty the lungs, relax the ribs, and gently pull in the abdomen for a full exhalation. Deep breath in, belly expands, air rises through the ribs and into the lungs, feeling the collarbones lift. Exhale, lungs release, ribs relax, and belly softens. Again, deep breath in, filling yourself from the bottom to the top. And exhaling from the top to the bottom. See if you can allow the breath to flow smoothly, gently, and evenly, like a rolling wave, through the whole body. And if this feels like too much right now, you can always return to the first stage of just belly breathing. And the main intention is to focus our attention onto the flow of the breath, and cultivating a conscious and deliberate way of breathing. Always focusing on the now, aware of sensation, of thoughts. And letting go of any and all judgments and expectations. Showing up as you are, doing your best. And continue whichever stage of breath feels most comfortable for you. And we'll close our breathing practice with 3 cleansing breaths. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose and out the mouth. Another deep breath in through the nose. Sigh it out. Once more, deep inhale and exhale. Allow the breath to return to normal now. Checking in and noticing how you feel. When you're ready, you can gently blink the eyes open, come back to our space. So I hope you enjoyed the breath awareness meditation today. It's one of my favorites to practice and teach. The breath can be so powerful, and for a lot of people, it's an automatic, unconscious thing that happens. But the more that we can choose to stay aware and direct the breath in a mindful and deliberate way, we can change how we feel. The breath is almost a mirror, I like to say. Because the breath will show us how we may be feeling. So, for example, in times where we feel anxious or overwhelmed, our breath tends to be really stuck in the chest, and it might feel fast or really short or shallow. Whereas if we're in a really relaxed, peaceful place, then the breath may feel a lot slower, a lot more full, and more calm. So knowing that, if we are experiencing a stressful time or feeling overwhelmed, if we can tune into the breath and become aware of those patterns, then with that awareness we can begin to create some change, to breathe in a more specific way, and to let our body and nervous system know that it's okay to come back to harmony, to relax, and allow ourselves to regain that peace and calm, no matter what's going on around. Sometimes it's really easy to do. Other times it takes more time and practice. But I can assure you it's definitely a worthy and powerful practice to incorporate. And it can be just as simple as acknowledging that you are breathing in and out, and doing your best to get the breath down into the belly, where we tend to hold a lot of emotions, and by keeping it soft and steady and slow, just notice what may shift for you. And if this is something you would like to explore deeper or have any questions about, always feel free to reach out to me. I geek out about this stuff. I love breath work and moving the body. I just think it's fascinating how we can change how we feel with our breath or moving our body in a specific way. So always here to chat or to answer any questions. And again, I hope you enjoyed our meditation today. And I hope you have a great rest of your 4th of July, wherever you're at and however you choose to celebrate. And also, I will see you next month, the first Monday at noon. I'll be back again. So if you have any recommendations or things that you'd like to practice, also feel free to leave a comment or send me a message, and I'd be happy to offer that for you. So thank you again for tuning in live or watching the replay, and I will see you next time.